Start with question number 5. Question 5 is in front of you. In the figure, 4 quadrants, each of radius 2 meter, are removed from a rectangle. So we need to find out the perimeter and the area, right? So first of all, let's find the perimeter. So for the perimeter, because we know that perimeter is sum of the outer sides. Okay. So first of all, let's add all the straight sides. Okay. So I'm adding this side, number 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So I have labeled them so that you know what we are adding. So can anyone tell me what is the length of this side 1?
5 meter.
5 meter, because this total was 9 and 2 meter were cut from both sides. So this is 5 meter now, right? So we are adding second side now. What is the length of side 2? This side, it's clearly written, it is 3 meters. So plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, right? So these are the 4 sides which I have labeled. Now look at these curves. So this curve is basically quarter of a circle, right? So if we join all these curved sides, so this is basically a complete circle, right? Because it is divided into 4 parts. If you add all these curves, so this is the perimeter of a circle. So perimeter of which circle? With radius 2 meters. So we will calculate it and we will add it also. So we know that the next 4 sides are added up as 2 pi r, right? So 2 pi r with the radius 2. So I will say plus 2 pi r. Okay. So now I can say this is 5 plus 5, 10 and 6, 16. So now we can calculate this one. 2 into radius is also 2. So pi is 3.14 multiplied by 2. So to solve this, 16 plus, so this is 2 plus 2 multiplied by 2, 4. And if 4 is multiplied with 3.14, so we can just calculate it, 3.14 multiplied with 4, right? So this is 12.56. So we will just add 12.56 here. So now 16 plus 12 is 28.56. And the unit is meters. Any question in the perimeter of this shape? Anything you cannot understand? Is it clear? Jibita, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. So now we can find out the area. Okay, so I'm using the same space here because I need to use this figure actually. So to find area, so first of all, we will find area of this rectangle, right? So why I'm calling this outer shape a rectangle? Because the length is 9, and if you look closely, the width of this shape is how much? 3 and 4, 7 meters, right? So first of all, we will find area of this complete rectangle. Okay. So total area or area is area of rectangle. Area of rectangle. So minus the area of. So now what we need to subtract, we have just discussed these 4 quarters made one circle. Okay, there are 4 quarters and they make one circle. So it means that we need to subtract area of circle. Area of which circle? With radius 2. Okay, so now you can do the calculations. Area of rectangle is length into breadth. We know the formulas. Area of circle is pi r square, right? So length into breadth means 9 multiplied by 7, right? So minus, so now 3.14 into 2 square r square. Okay, so this circle is having the same area as the perimeter, because this is also 3.12 multiplied by 4. So 9 into 7, 7 nines are 63 minus 12.56, right? So this time I need to subtract. So I'm doing it here. 63 minus 12.56. So decimal under the decimal. In 63, the decimal is at the end. So now I will put 12.56 below it, right? So now how can we subtract the 2 decimals? First step is put decimal under the decimal. Second step is padding of zeros. And third step is just do the operation, right? So this is 10 minus 6, 4. 9 minus 5, also 4. So this is 2 minus 2, 0. And 6 minus. So this is 50.44, right? So the area of this shape is 50.44 meters square. So any question, anything you cannot understand? Is it clear?
Yes.
All right. So moving on to next question. I will share the screenshots, okay? Don't worry about it. So moving on to question number 6. So question number 6 is probably it looked like a difficult question. This is also a very easy question. Just we should know the formulas of different shapes. Okay. So can anyone tell me what are the different shapes in this figure? What are the different shapes? So what is this outer shape? Like the outer shape? Anyone? What is the
Ma'am,
outer
triangle.
shape? नहीं ना, the outer shape. Triangle is inside, yes. But this shape, ये बाहर वाला
Rectangle.
box जो है. Sorry?
Rectangle.
Ma'am, square.
It's a rectangle. देखिए, there is a small measurement change. अगर आप base को add करें 12 plus 14, so this is actually 26 centimeter. This is 26 centimeter, the length. और अगर आप breadth check करें, so this is 25 centimeter. So this is not a square actually. This is a rectangle. ठीक है? So there is a rectangle outside. What is this shape? This one.
Circle.
No, this one. This.
Parallelogram.
This is a parallelogram, right? So we know the formula of parallelogram as well. So now what is this shape? Azwar just told us. What is this shape? This one. It's a,
Ma'am, triangle.
that's right. It's a triangle. And what is this lastly? This is a circle.
Semicircle.
No. A circle, complete circle, right? It's a whole circle. So now we know all the four shapes. So how we are going to find out the shaded region? So we will find out the area of this rectangle and we will subtract area of parallelogram, area of triangle and area of circle. Okay? So now triangle के लिए the measurements are very clear because the formula is triangle का formula क्या होता है? Half BH, right? So base is 12, height is 15. Very clear. The two sides are having 90 degree. You can see here. Okay? So we will put the values. So for circle, the area is pi r square. So we know that radius is 4. So we will just put r is equal to 4 in the formula. Now comes the parallelogram. Achha, now the rectangle. Rectangle is having area base into height. So, sorry, length into breadth, right? So length is 26, breadth is 25. So we will easily find out this area as well. Now comes the parallelogram. So what is the formula of area of parallelogram? Area of parallelogram is
Base into height.
base into height. So now what is the base and what is the height? Because inside there is nothing written. So देखिए, height should be any line like this. So although it is not inside the parallelogram, but you can see this 10. This 10 is basically height of this parallelogram. Now comes the base. अब ये height है, तो this will be the base ना. Now let's look at the base because the both sides are equal. So we know that 26 is the total side. ये total length हमारे पास कितनी है? 26 centimeter. So we will subtract 5 and 2. So 26 minus 7 करेंगे. So it's like 19 centimeter is the length of this side. So definitely this is also 19. So height is 10 and the base is 19 for the parallelogram. Right? Is it clear up till this point? Now, because we are clear, if we are clear about this, so then this question is nothing more than calculations only, right? Any question up till this point? Are we clear what are the different shapes in the question? What are the formulas? What are the values of different, you can say, variables? So are we clear up till this point?
Yes.
Yes. or no? All right, yes. So now let me open the whiteboard so that we can quickly solve it because there is less space here. So we will start with calculation of different areas. So first of all, area of area of rectangle. So we know the formula. Area of rectangle is length into breadth. So it's 6 into 25. 26 multiplied by 25. So can anyone tell me what is the answer? 26 into 25.
I think it is 546. Wait. Uh,
Not 5,
650.
650. So 650 meters square, yeah, centimeter square, I believe. Centimeter square. 650 centimeter square is the area of rectangle. So now we are going to find out area of triangle. Okay, we know all the four shapes in the figure. The area of triangle is half BH. So it's clearly written in the figure 12 and 15. Okay, so half multiplied by 12 multiplied by 15. There is a multiplication sign in the numbers, so we can cancel it. 2 6 are 12 and 15 into 6 is 90, 90 centimeter square. So now comes area of circle. So we know the formula area of circle is pi r square. So pi is like because we need to do the subtraction, so we need to use the value. Pi is 3.14 and the radius of the circle is 4 centimeter. So 4 square. So 3.14 multiplied by 16. Okay. So if you multiply it with 16, so what would be the answer? 3.14 multiplied by 16. So 6 threes are 18 or 314, right? So this is 12 and this is 10 and we will put back the decimal here. So it is 40.24. Please tell me if the calculation is wrong or not. Is it uh, correct or not? So I will just erase it. So now comes the last part, area of the parallelogram, right? So we can use the formula area of parallelogram. So area of parallelogram, as Arshman just told us, the formula is base into height. Okay? Because we believe that parallelogram contains two triangles, right? So that's why instead of half BH, it is 1 BH actually. Okay? So two triangles add up to make one parallelogram. So we have just figured out base and height, 19 and 10, right? So 19 multiplied by 10, and this is 190 centimeter square. So now we can find out area of shaded region. I'm just changing the color so that it's more prominent. So area of shaded region. So area of shaded region. So this will be equal to 650, the area of the outer shape, minus 90, minus 40.24, minus 190, right? So now we can just figure out the answer. 190 plus 90 is 280. So 280 may, if you add 40, so this would be 320. So 650 say we need to subtract 320.24. So now how to subtract this? 650 will come on the top because the point is at the end. So now we will write down 320.24. So Patty,
329.76.
sorry, how much?
329.76.
329.76 centimeter square, right? This is the area of shaded region. So beta, any question, anything you cannot understand up till this point? Is it clear? The question
Yes,
seems
ma'am.
like they are difficult questions, but if you know the formulas of different shapes, the questions are not that much difficult. Just the calculations maybe. All right. So moving on to the last question, which is question number 7. Question number 7. Okay. So question 7 is find the area of the shaded region where O is the center of the circle. Okay. So now what are different shapes? First of all, how many shapes are there in question number 7? We will discuss it like we did in the previous question. Okay. So how many shapes? What is this outer shape? A, A, B, C, E. What is this? What is the outer shape?
Trapezium.
It's a trapezium. Very good. So this outer shape is a trapezium. And what is the formula of trapezium? How can we find out
1 by
area of trapezium? Hmm. That's right. H by 2 into L1 plus
L1 plus L2.
L1 plus L2. अच्छा why I'm because book में अक्सर ऐसा होता है 1/2 L1 plus L2 multiply by H. So why I've brought this H in the start because जब students इसको उस तरह लिखते हैं ना 1/2 into H at the end. So they got, while calculating the answer they got confused कि H is multiplied. So they can cancel it with 2 or not. ठीक है, so I brought this H here ताकि आपको याद रहे कि this H can be cancelled with 2 because ये division में है ना. ठीक है, so but this cannot be cancelled, like you cannot cancel L2 with 2 unless you will not add it, right? So ये आपको याद रखना है कि when addition is there, you cannot cancel the value, but when multiplication is there, you can, right? So this is the formula. Now, what is height? Acha, first of all, what are the parallel sides? Two parallel sides.
15 and 25.
15 and 25. This side is 15. And this, if you look closely, this symbol is telling us, ye arrow, okay, this is the parallel. These are the parallel sides. Okay, so it's 15 or ye 13 plus 12, it is 25. So 15 and 25 are the parallel sides. Now, what is H? H is, because you can see this is also 90 degree and this is also 90 degree. So H is 24. Okay, so we will put all these values in this formula and we will find out the area of trapezium. So now comes this shape, this one. So what is this shape? GEDH. कौन सी shape है? Narmeen, beta, can you tell me which shape is this?
Parallelogram.
This is a parallelogram, right? So parallelogram, and the formula is, it's a parallelogram and the formula is base multiplied by height. So base is, because I can see this 90 degree here. So base and height are those which are making 90 degree on each other. So we will say 13 and 16. Okay. This is height. This is the base. Okay. So area would be 13 multiplied by 16. Now comes this third side, this one. So what is this shape? Maybe the third. What is this shape? This third shape in the figure. Hashim. So what is this shape? This third one. This shape I'm talking about. What is this shape? Anyone?
Skeletal.
Ji Ashman.
It is
It's a
semicircle.
it's a
Semicircle.
semicircle, right? So it's a semicircle. So what is the area of semicircle? What is the area of semicircle?
Pi r square by 2.
Pi r square by 2. Area of a circle is pi r square. So we will simply divide it with 2 to find out the area of half of a circle. So now what is radius in this figure? Is 15 the radius? Let me change the question. Is 15 the radius?
So
So
it's the
no, this is
diameter.
the diameter, right? So what would be the radius? We will divide 15 by 2. So
7.5.
7.5 is the radius. Okay. So now because we have figured out everything in the question, okay, we have brainstormed about it. So now we will just solve it. So I'm using the whiteboard again. So we need to find out area of trapezium. So area of trapezium is, as we have just discussed, h by 2 multiplied by L1 plus L2, right? So we have just discussed the values. H is 24 by 2, and L1 plus L2 is 15 plus 25, right? So now this is what I was saying. You cannot cancel this 2 with 15 or 25 because they are added, okay? But you can cancel it with H. So I can simply cancel it. It is 12 multiplied by 15 and 25 is 40. So what is 12 into 4? 40.
48. 480.
480 unit is centimeter square. 480 centimeter square is the area of the trapezium. Okay. So now we will find out area of parallelogram. area of parallelogram, which is length into breadth. Sorry, base into height, right? And we have just figured out the values already. 13 multiplied by 16. 13 multiplied by 16. Okay. So 13 into 16. What is 13 into 16?
480.
No, no, no. How can it be 480? So 16 threes are 6 threes are 18. 3 ones are 3 4. Yeah, so
208.
it's 228. 228 centimeters. Very good.
208.
200 and 8. That's right. 208. Okay. So lastly, we need to find out area of semicircle. So what is the area of semicircle? We have just discussed the formula. It's pi r square divided by 4, right? So the radius is
Divided by
7.
2.
Sorry?
Divided by 2.
Divided by 2, yes. So 3.14 divided by 2. So we can cancel this 2. So it will be, what is half of 314? 1.57, right? So now we need to do these calculations. So we need to find out what is 7.5 square. So 75 को 75 से multiply करें. So it's like 25, 7 5s are 35 and 37. So now multiply 7. So 3, 7 7s are 49 and 52. So beta, please calculate on your own. If there is any problem, you need to tell me. So this is like 12, 6, and we will put the decimal back. So it will be 56.25. Beta, are you getting the same answer? All right. So now multiply 56.25 with 1.57. 56.25 needs to be multiplied with 1.57. So can anyone tell me the answer? What is the answer of this multiplication? 1.57 multiplied with 56.25. So the answer is 88.31. Okay. So I've just calculated it. 88.31 centimeter square. This is the area of semicircle. So now we need to find out. I'm changing the color here so that it's more prominent. So area of shaded region, which we need to find out. So area of shaded region, it would be area of that trapezium, which is 480 minus 208, area of parallelogram, minus 88.31, area of that semicircle. Okay. So if you do this, what is 480 minus 208? So it's like 272. 272 minus 88.31. And now, while subtracting this, you need to remember the same thing. 272 point will come on the top, and you need to put 88.31 below. Remember to keep decimal under the decimal. Now, padding of zeros, and then just subtract it. This is 9. 9 minus 3 is 6. So this is 1 now. So 11 minus 8 is 3. So this is 26 में से 8 जाए तो 18. So this is 183.69 centimeter square. This is the area of shaded region, right? So any question? Calculate.